breath. Conducting that piece is a workout. I also was not where I was supposed to be before the concert, so I made a grand entrance down the center aisle. I've never done that before, but it's kind of fun. I might make that a thing in the future. All right, I just wanted to briefly tell you a little bit about who we are. So first of all, this is the Orange County Community Symphony Orchestra, the OCCSO for short. And this was begun as a project by some of our alumni. Oh, I really am out of breath. It is true work. All right. OCCSO was started by some of our alumni in the aftermath of the COVID pandemic. About 8 of them got together and founded a community orchestra based upon the values that I was proud to have learned that I instilled upon them as their teacher through the many years of JSerra. These were mostly college students who were like forced home from college and looking to connect with community. So for the past 3 summers, they've had a really successful launch of this program. And it's our first time doing a fall season with this group. And it also was an opportunity to allow some of our JSerra students, raise your names, JSerra students, to join with some of their friends from the community to play music together as a community. So we meet every Monday night. We've been meeting for about the past 2.5 months, and it's been a super exciting project. All right, our next piece is really special and dear to my heart because it is written by a composer who plays in our group. And so I'd like to just invite to say a couple words about the piece, Siddharth Ravi.
Hi everyone, my name is Siddharth and I am the composer of From Soil. This is a piece about immigrants. No matter where you are geographically, the roots in your heart will always connect you to your mothers and fathers. And the soil that you stand on now is a representation of how hard you worked. This piece is dedicated to my parents.
Thank you, Sid, thank you for your beautiful, beautiful music. It was seriously an honor to conduct, and I'm so glad we did that. I think that was one of our favorite pieces that we've been working on this season. All right, to conclude this part of our concert, we're going to play some selections from a piece by Modest Mussorgsky, a 19th century composer from Russia, called Pictures at an Exhibition. Mussorgsky, like a lot of Russian composers of the 19th century, was very brash and over the top in his composition. He wrote this piece originally for piano, but it's not piano like maybe beautiful lyrical pieces we just heard. It's like bombastic and like banging on the keys as hard as you can. So this orchestral version is trying to capture the different moods of the different movements of this work. Each part of this is about a different piece of artwork that Mussorgsky saw when he composed a piece of music. So actually the first movement is not about a piece of artwork, it's called Promenade, and it's about somebody visiting a museum, you, the audience, and what it's like to wander through and be inspired by art, by visual art in this case, although you're going to have to use your imaginations because we're doing audio art for the theater, right? The second movement, the gnome, which we affectionately refer to as the gun gnome in our ensemble, is a totally different character than the first, and each one after that is different. The old castle, Bydlo, and finally the Great Gate of Kiev, which is worth calling out specifically given what's happening in the world right now. Kiev, of course, is capturing Ukraine, and there is no Great Gate, it is worth saying, and that's not because of war or anything tragic like that. It's because it's based on a piece of artwork that was never built. It was architectural plans for this monumental gate that would have been like the Arc de Triomphe or something in Kiev. And Mussorgsky was inspired by the drawing of it to write his music. So we can imagine what might have been had they built this. But of course, contextualizing this in further prayers for the victims of what has been a long-lasting tragedy. All right, without further ado, pictures at an exhibition. jazz band. Not an intermission though, don't go anywhere.
Dos.
Hello?
Out here on the chain gang, rocks and silver rocks out here on the chain gang, 'cause they don't convict me of crime. Hold it steady right there where I hit it, and that's sorry for you, change. There's a broken victim in the ground. Oh, I feel like breaking hearts. Working and working, feel like
Well, thanks a lot for that. We appreciate it. This is a JSerra jazz band. Woo! Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. I am the director. My name is Travis King, and these are my students and the people I get the pleasure to work with and grow them musically and mature them quickly in that way. And luckily, we have Dave Amrine with us as well, supportive staff. And just thank you all for coming out, number one. And secondly, this is a Miles Davis tune. This is all blues, and it's in the key of G. But the main thing I want to talk about is that Ellis wrote the words to this. So enjoy. This is Ellis's words on top of All Blues by Miles Davis.
with my hands on my head. Tell them I don't see with my hands on my head. 'Cause it's in my heart that you go.
Thank you very much. That was all blues with Ellis's words on top of it. And then also, now I'd like to introduce another seriously important member of our band. This is Joaquin. He's going to sing the Road song. And it's a melody by Nat Adderley.
Middle of anywhere is calling. It's how we know the road.
got a new place. Watch the shadows grow. I knew I had been here before. That's how we know the road so. You see things others wouldn't see. We look at things so differently. It's best to live too soon now. Stay as you love. The middle of anywhere is cold. That's how we know the road so.
So much, JSerra Jazz Band. Thank you for coming. Thanks a lot, everybody.
and gentlemen. Rhapsody in Blue was my favorite piece of classical music when I was in high school, and it has brought me such great joy over the past 10 years at JSerra. I think this is the fourth time I've played this piece to my students, and it's just like, I can pass that love of this music on to them. It's so cool. So thank you for conducting that so beautifully, Ruth. We played that when Ruth was a freshman, so it's very poetic that she gets to conduct it this year. And I got so winded at the beginning conducting Beethoven and everything that luckily I have 3 student conductors who do most of the work for me this month. So I'd like to welcome to the podium now Miguel. third student conductor of the evening, Daniel. As we prepare to play our final piece this evening, I just wanted to thank a few colleagues of mine who are here. I'm very blessed to work at a place that, as our orchestra has been shrinking over the last few years, I've actually been allowed by the administration to hire more people. And that shows their commitment to the future of this program and what we have in store. So for the past few years, I've had the privilege to work with Mr. Philip Triggs, who is our string player. You wouldn't know that he's a professional violist based on where he's standing. In fact, he's going to be playing a part for this piece that I wrote for him Friday, and he read with us at 6 o'clock today for the first time. So, professional percussion player maybe as well. Also this year, I was blessed to be able to hire Mr. Julian Reimer to be our woodwind coach. And you may have heard, and if you haven't, please tell all the middle schoolers in your life, but we are starting an after-school middle school band and orchestra program. Actually, on Monday, we're having our first rehearsal, and it's going to be really great because our high school students are also going to be able to get service hours, working as mentors with our middle school students, and they've already started doing that, some of our info sessions, and they seem really excited. This is also in an effort to build the future of this program and offer music to schools that have not had instrumental music as options. And I've also hired 2 coaches for that, one of whom is here. So starting working for me next week will be Mr. Landon Yapel, who also teaches strings at St. Anne's. And dear to my heart, Mr. Nate Carnahan, who is an alum of our program, over on saxophone there, and graduated in 2020. And I just had a chance to hire him. And last but not least, I just wanted to acknowledge my good friend, my best friend at work, and my colleague, Mr. Travis King, who he introduced me later in the jazz band as a supporter, but I feel like I'm a student in the jazz band. And,
Me too.
Me too. But in all seriousness, like, this is a long story that I won't explain, but the short version of it is that when I left high school, I had learned to not like my trumpet, which was my main instrument, and it's been a long time since then, and it's just the past few years of playing with this man that has taught me to love my instrument that I've been playing since I was in 4th grade.
You're gonna make me get cry.
No, seriously. He has taught me to love being my own trumpet player, to be myself and play through it. Playing in a jazz band is like such a joy for me. I do it completely for fun. I literally don't get paid to be there at all. It's super fun. But I'm doing that just because of how much I love being with you and the other folks in jazz band. So it's how cool we get to share this program. The jazz band and the orchestra are going together to Hawaii in March, and we're playing some of the music that we're playing here tonight on that trip, including this last piece that we're about to play, and Rhapsody in Blue that we conducted beautifully a little while ago, and I'm sure some of those jazz tunes as well. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming here tonight. If you are a JSerra student and you didn't get your name on our list, you need to before you leave, because that gives you the right to have free dress on Monday for being here supporting our programs tonight. So that's awesome. After we conclude the piece, your people can say hello to each other for a few minutes, but then we need all the students back to help clean up and load the truck, which is not just because we need their help, but because we want to teach them the responsibility of what that means. Yes. We had a good time moving here with all of the equipment the other day, and the students who helped us load the truck, we were teaching some life skills about how to load a moving truck for when they're in college, which is awesome. How great is that, right? All right, cool. So without further ado, Malagueña. Thank you so much for coming. Say hi to your people and then come back to the stage and help us clean up. Have a good night.